Hello, welcome to something brand new. This is F124. We're going to be starting, as you can see, a brand new My Team career mode. I've been wanting to do this for the last couple of games now, the last couple of years. And I just haven't really felt confident enough in my ability to do it, but... And now, I definitely want to do it because I've just got a wheel. An actual racing wheel. It's a Thrustmaster TMX that I've gone with. Very basic sort of just entry level wheel for now. But it's actually really good. It's got proper force feedback and everything, so it's a very good wheel. If you're getting into wheel racing, I definitely recommend it. But we're going to be starting a My Team career mode. Again, while I'm getting used to the wheel, you're not going to be seeing someone who's at the top of the game in this series, by the way, or in these few seasons. You're really not. You're going to be seeing someone he's played these games a few times and knows roughly what he's doing, but he's still definitely improving. He's still definitely taking the time to improve. So as with most people's career modes, we're going to be starting with Championship Contender. No, we're not. We're going to be starting as most people would do it as a newcomer, brand new, fresh. We'll do the full season. Let's have a fiddle with the custom settings. Hello, dog. Right, here's the main thing. Difficulty, it's not going to be 31, fuck that, that's way too easy. We're going to crank it up. I'm torn between 75 and 70. I think in that case I'm going to go sort of in the middle, 70, 73. If there was a 72 and a half, I would go for it, but 73. We'll go with. Weekend structure, let's have a look at this. Practice format, yeah, full. I'm not doing one-shot qualifying. Half race distance, yeah, that's what most people usually go with. Let's have a look at the simulation settings as well. Recovery mode, I'm actually going to take off flashback. If I get punished, if I get it wrong, I want to get punished. Low fuel mode, I want to be hard as well. Race starts, yep. Collisions on. Race starts manual. That's with the clutch, isn't it? Car damage. Part of me wants to run reduced actually, but I think I'm just gonna go with standard. Again, if I make a mistake, I want to get punished. Career settings. Let's have a look at this. Driver moves, facility management, R&D. Yeah, all that. Assists. I think the assists are just my controls, aren't they? Yeah. I haven't got used to manual gearboxes yet. I'm probably not going to use manual gearboxes anytime soon. And the only reason I'm running pit assist is because I'm lazy. I probably could do it, but I'm too lazy. And I want to have that moment to chill for a minute. Rules and flags, let's have a look at this. Formation lap, there we go, that's what we want. Red flag standard, safety car standard, pit stop experience, yep. Back from the rules on. Corner cutting, yeah, definitely want that on regular. We could just turn them off if we felt like it. Just wall ride all of it. Weekend structure, did we check that? Yes we did. Short, qualifying, long, yeah. I don't like doing a full 3-session quali. I think just a single session qualifying is good. So let's actually make do we bring back some more drivers in later seasons? Could that be fun? I guess we could change it later on, but yeah, we'll put them on for now. We're not going to use them yet. Could you imagine if like Ferrari brings in like Schumacher back? Enable first time tutorial? No, I know what I'm doing. I've done this. Audio Dave. There is actually a Jackson in here somewhere, so we can do that. There is also a Falcon as well, which would be good. But I think Jackson makes more sense considering my plan. Oh, I can't use 27, can I? I have to use 72. Forgot about that. I would go with 27, but obviously Nico Hulkenberg has that number. So we'll just go with the backwards one, we'll do 72. Helmet, I am a fucking helmet, aren't I? Wait, browse items, that's the wrong button. Cool. Suit, I guess we're stuck with this one. Which is also just going to be red and white. We'll unlock a few more suits as we progress through the podium pass, as it's called in this game. Should probably set a few more expectations. What am I aiming for at the start of this season? I have no expectations going into this first season. No expectations for me or the team at all. If we score points, lovely. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I would be thrilled with points. We'll get new gloves and new, as I say, new stuff as we unlock them. We can't really change that. Victory Radio Call, this is never gonna happen.
Okay, boss.
Unless we get lucky at Monza and we get like a wet Monza, which I somehow managed to be easily winning those. We need a sponsor, a main sponsor. That's gonna be finish 8th or better in the constructors.
Doing this will increase the
team achieve 2 points finishes in a season. As a team, we get 2 points finishes. Finish 8th or better. In that situation, we don't necessarily need to score points, we just need to outperform 3 other teams. Which, Haas, we're assuming that's going to be Haas, Sauber, and between Alpine and RB. I think they're going to be. Actually, RB, I don't know if, are RB actually good enough to get up into the points? They definitely are in real life, but I don't know about the game. I know they're good enough to get up there in real life because they've done it before. Renault or... I don't think we're going to go with... Oh no, we should just go with Red Bull Powertrain. There he is, Ollie Behrman. We have to go with Ollie Behrman. Come on, how can we not go with Ollie Behrman after what he did in Saudi Arabia this year? I know that's probably not going to translate into the game, but I don't care. Like, come on.
Let's create the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors.
I think the livery, we have to keep it the same as this as well. I can't wait to unlock more stuff in this game. I haven't played a lot. I've done a few time trials. I think I'm only level 2 in the podium pass actually. Sat in math, yeah, that's what you want. Lovely. Yeah, you'll see most of the stuff is going to be red and white. Once we start like winning stuff, then I might change it. But right now, annoyingly, we're stuck with that blue colour as well. Okay, is there a way to change the background? Yeah. The thing is, that just looks like a Pokeball, doesn't it? That just looks like a Pokeball. Sure. Why not? There we go. Alright. Happy with the badge. Team colours. Okay, this is the one. This one gets really complicated actually because we can't just go with this red here because that's Ferrari red, and that's going to get extremely complicated. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to desaturate it significantly. There we go. That's a good red. 145. That'll do us. That's a good red. It's red. Now we have to, now we get the interview, don't we? I'm probably not going to do any racing this video.
Hello and welcome to a very special Formula One live stream. Now usually we run events like today to reveal a new car, but today is much more than just the car. It's about a brand new team, and one in which the owner also happens to be the lead driver. That's right, for the first time in modern F1 history, we're going to have an owner-driver on the grid. And it's been a Herculean effort, a huge amount of resource and staff recruitment, and a brand new factory, one in which we are standing right now. And the small matter of producing a car that can take on the big names on the grid. So, let's take a look at it now.
So now we get the little car reveal that we have. Do you know what? I'm actually quite happy with that. Even though the blues just doesn't really fit with the team that I'm kind of looking for, with the design that I'm looking for. I don't think the wheel caps are actually loading in properly on one side. No, I don't think the wheel caps are loading in properly in some shots. Is it on the right side? Yeah, it's on the right side, the wheel caps aren't there. That's weird. I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
Okay, let's introduce the person everyone is talking about, Formula One's new owner-driver. Now, I would have thought being an owner was stressful enough, but you're driving as well. So how are you going to approach taking on both the roles at the same time?
Yeah, nothing easy is worth doing.
Now, obviously,
Go with
you're
that.
not going to be alone out on track. You've signed a teammate too. What made them the right fit for this project?
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say with the top one, I see a lot of potential in them because
So, tell me about the work on the car. Plenty done, plenty still to come. What are you prioritizing in terms of development?
that's an interesting choice actually. I think what I do want to go with most of the time I do go with just raw power. But I think out of these choices, making the car as responsive as possible, I think that's the one
Now,
that we're gonna go with.
your competitors are vastly experienced. You, by contrast, are a total newcomer. So, can that be a good thing? What do you bring that's unique and special to the table?
I think the ERS system will actually, especially with the way with what I've experienced with the ERS so far this game, it's brutal. It burns so quickly.
Now, ultimately, your success this season will be determined by the positions you can take from other drivers. So what's your focus in terms of clawing time away from the opposition?
I think that's absolutely correct, especially in this era with the DRS. I think being able to get as much, that's what I was saying earlier, getting as much straight line speed as possible, as much power as possible. That's what I've usually focused on.
Now, ultimately, Formula One is a team sport, and you've had to assemble a team from scratch. So who are you most excited about working with this season?
And this is basically where we get to make a choice of which department gets the most focus or gets the early upgrades. I think aerodynamics is actually going to be quite important. I think being able to get the aero in as quickly as possible, I think that's a really good idea. Because I'm going to naturally focus towards power anyway, so we're going to get quite a few of those upgrades in as it is. But I think getting the aero in I can't. Oh, sorry. I just realised I was talking over Natalie there. Sorry. But I think getting the aero in early, I think that's a really good idea. So we're now going into the pre-season, aren't we? We're now going into the pre-season. Whoa, that's different. Oh, look at that. It's so very different. So we're actually not going into any
It's important to use the
pre-season.
time between races to the fullest extent, and that's where these
Oh,
activities
no,
come
we
in.
are.
Manage everyone's time
We
as
need,
efficiently as possible to
merchandise sale
maximise
is
the
definitely a
team's performance.
good shout. Driver training camp is also a really good idea, and then we've only got 2 days left. Great. This is mail, yeah. Ah, we get facility upgrades. Yes, this is what I was talking about there. You can see the aerodynamics is already at spec 1, but we've only just started, we haven't even done anything. That was me choosing that area to focus on. I think I know what I'm on about here. This is the R&D area. This is where most of it is gonna. This is where most of the stuff's gonna come from. We're actually look at that. I've actually got no chassis upgrades at all. So I think weight distribution. That's gonna come in. That's not gonna come in until Saudi Arabia. I think weight distribution in Saudi Arabia might be a really good show. It's only gonna be minor, but it's definitely something. We've already got a few upgrades in power as well. Gearbox. From experience, these gearboxes, especially with the way I've used them, they wear out so quickly. You burn through gearboxes in F1. I've always tried to prioritise getting the gearbox sorted, getting the gearbox done. Everything else, you don't run into as many problems with. You don't burn through them as much as you do. The only one that I've had problems with might be the turbo. Obviously we can't upgrade that just yet, as you can see down the bottom. Down here, look. You actually get a lot less in terms of the durability department. To start off with, we used to have the energy store, the central electronics, all that. Now you can only upgrade the gearbox, and we can't even do that yet. Interesting. Oh, really? I have to go all the way back? It doesn't just skip to the front. It is the front downforce and the rear downforce, and I think I need to get. What do I need for this? How do I unlock that? That unlocks the beam wing. Okay, so we need this bit of downforce to get the wingers to open up the drag reduction. All right, so we're actually above Haas somehow in terms of development. Haas have been they've had a nightmare at the moment at the start of the season. So obviously Red Bull, no surprise there at the top, then Ferrari, then Mercedes, McLaren actually being 4th, that is a surprise. That is very strange, and Mercedes being 3rd. I would definitely put McLaren over Mercedes here. I think, in fact, I would put McLaren closer to Ferrari. Especially with the way the season's been going. I think Red Bull are nowhere near as powerful as they were last season. I don't think that gap is as big as it should be. And Sauber being behind Williams as well? I mean, I guess this is only the start of the season, so you never know. I can't actually remember the very start of the season, but although we're barely getting kicked off now, we're getting into it now, aren't we? With Canada coming up. Round what are we on, 9? Round 9 already? Of 24? Like, just had Monaco. Leclerc's just won in Monaco. Worst race of the season so far. One of the worst races I've ever seen in my life. Like, fucking hell, the only time, I think the only race that was actually, that would have been worse, had they actually ran it, might have been Spa 2021. If they had ran that race, nobody would be pushing. The fact that that was even considered a race, the fact that, that teams and drivers even got points for that is a surprise. Anyway, that's actually where I'm going to leave it for today already. Yes, that's all I'm doing for today. We're going to be getting on with the season in the next episode. And hopefully we have a decent first round. So, thanks for watching this sort of introduction to my team career mode as the Falcon F1 team. And well, we'll see you in Bahrain. Hopefully we can get some decent performance in. I'll see you soon.